Hey everybody, this week we're going to make something cool. Hopefully you guys like it today. This week, pop-up cards. Oh yeah. Oh, that one's kind of boring. But you could do ones like this. Ooh. Oh yeah. Or you get really crazy and do ones like this. Don't even know where the front is on that. You're just gonna need some basic things like a ruler, a pen, some glue. I mean, you can use stick glue's great. If you don't have it, you could use rubber cement. If you have some contact cement type glue, or you can even use wood glue if you want. The problem with wood glue is it's gonna take a while to dry. So do that. You're also gonna need some paper, right? Paper. So the first step of making your pop-up book or pop-up card. This could be a belated Mother's Day card, I guess, if you want to, or somebody a graduation card for somebody graduating this year. And that'd be cool because they could use something really special. So fold your paper in half. It's not hard. Fold your paper in half so that it looks like this. Is this like the hamburger fold, right? You know, back to middle school or high school. Oh, wait, no, that was junior high. And then get another sheet of paper. I just cut this one smaller. It's pink. And I'm going to fold it in half. Alright? So, I folded some things in half. And the big part here is you really want to crease it well. I'm going to turn my camera down here. Okay, crease it well. Sometimes I'll use the ruler to crease it. You know, however you want. Okay, now, here's the secret. The secret is you have to line up your creases, okay? For this thing to stand up mechanically, it has to be lined up. But it's really hard to attach this with no edge to this, all right? So, let me do this. So we're gonna take our small piece of paper, and wherever it folded here from the corner, you're going to want to put your ruler right there and just make a shallow line here. I'm just going to draw it here, shallow line, and you're just going to fold along that line. So I'm just going to leave my ruler there. It could be any straight edge. You can do this without a ruler if you want to. But you'll see I've had my edge right here, and I folded it, and I'm just going to fold it back and forth a couple times and make it really nice bend, because I want this thing to be able to go back and forth as it pops up. Okay. So now what I have is I have my bent piece of paper that now has these little flanges on it, right? Do you see that? Little kind of opens up like this. It's got these little flanges on there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my piece of paper, and if I put it like this, without lining up these creases, see this crease right here? I'll draw this crease in. Okay, I've got to line up that crease. Now, if I put it this way, it's going to look like that when I'm done to the front of my card. If I put it, I could tuck these backwards though, and I could put it this way, or I could even turn it over like this. Now, they always want to fall like forward. So if I'm doing it leaning back like this here, and this is that angle. If I had made a shallower angle, it would lean back less. I'm going to put it like this, and then I would glue down just the one side. So you can kind of see, let me move. If here is my book, now sideways, I'm just going to want to glue this tab or flange here right up to the edge. Okay, so I got all that glue on there, and I'm going to line it up on the crease, and I'm going to kind of move it to the back of the card here, but these creases, that has to be lined up right here, okay? So there's the crease, and there's the crease lined up, and I just glued the one side, so see it can fold up, okay? Fold up here, one side is glued down, okay, one side's glued down. Now here's the trick. You've got to glue the other one that's facing up now. Bend it back. Here's my other flange. my other wing, whatever you want to call it, and now it's got glue on it right here, okay, on top. The other one's been glued right down here, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to close this card up, and when I close it up, see, look, it's going to touch that glue piece, and it's going to be right underneath my hand right here, okay? So I am doing that. I turn it back this way here, okay? And I'm just going to down. Now when I open it up, okay, it's attached, and it's attached itself. Now you can see one thing. I did this one when I glued it front, and this one I glued it back. That's no problem. I can do that. But I could have glued the other side of it, the back side, and then the back side would have attached over here. So here's another couple ones that I've already done. This one's same thing, but this one you can see I did it towards the crease. I basically, if this was my paper here that I was putting in, instead of going from the creased edge, from right here, I went from this edge and I basically went up like this. And when you do that, you get this little you get right to the creased edge here, but you need to cut the flange or the wings so that they don't just rip, right? So you kind of cut up to that area when you do that. And I'll show you that in just a minute. So I've got this one. This one's leaning backwards. See? That one's leaning backwards, I guess, if I did that right. This one I put two of them on. Okay, so this one, it kind of opens up two different ones. One's leaning backwards, one leaning forward, and they're sticking outside of the card, which I'm okay with that. But this could be like a shark's mouth if I wanted to. All right, that's kind of cool. And then this one I just started adding things to. I just started adding and adding and adding, and we'll do that here in just a sec. This one, I basically did the same fold that we had, and then I just started kind of going origami on it, right? So I folded this down, and then I folded that back, and now I've got this like little extra piece there that I could nest things in. I'll show you. Here's another one that I just did. Same kind of thing. So it was basically standing up like this, a whole piece of paper, and then I just folded down a piece, all right, so that you can do that there. All right, you can add in lots of crazy stuff. I won't take the time, but like this one here, I put a little box on here, and all I did is I glued this piece down, and I folded the piece in half, and then I folded the half in half. So I basically made a box, and I just folded one leg there, and then I put glue on the other one and folded it down and let it glue itself. All right. Same thing with this little one up here. I basically used this crease on top as another crease. So instead of putting my little book over here, I perched it up on top here. I made like a little wall-sitting palm tree, I guess, and put it there. So play around with things. These two folds, you can go forward or back. They're going to fold in on you, or they're going to fold backwards, or they're going to fold up. Those are two awesome folds, but any other crease that you get, you can use.